And George, so we're seeing basically three arguments from the McCain campaign in this final week. Beware of Democrats in control of the whole government. Barack Obama is not ready, and he's going to raise your taxes. Which one has the most, best chance of helping him gain traction?
I think the well-attested by election results national fear of united government. Americans complain about gridlock, but they're sensible enough to produce it more often than not. The problem with the cognitive dissonance in the McCain campaign at this point is we just heard, I think, Senator Graham saying, if you elect Democrats, you'll get big government. Why, you'll get a prescription drug entitlement. Maybe they'll invest in the banks. You'll have the most lavish ag bill in American history at a time of record farm profits. Oh, no, that's right. We just got that from the Republicans.
Tough. All true. I do think, you know, Governor Tim Pawlenty uses the phrase, the runaway train. He says what George says, but he also adds, they'll go crazy, you know, a Democratic House, a Democratic Congress, a Democratic president elected by perhaps a great popular vote. They will move forward in ways that are unexpected for America. They will veer left. That is probably, that kind of argument is probably the best thing in Mr. McCain's arsenal.
The problem is that John McCain and Sarah Palin are running to their base. They're making the conservative arguments, and that does energize the base, and that's wonderful for getting out the vote. But the problem there is the Obama machine clearly has the ground war in hand also. And in running to the base, everything shows that that ticket, the McCain-Palin ticket, is losing the independents in the middle who will elect the next president.
Although this divided government argument may work with...
And look, divided government, I agree with George completely. Voters, even though it is a sophisticated argument, voters often do accept it, that, you know, having all of Washington in the hands of one party is scary. I actually think, I thought all along it would be a good argument for McCain, but actually at this point, I think it's a better argument for Republicans running for the Senate and
it's interesting,
House.
I want to show some of the ads, the ad that Elizabeth Dole is running in North Carolina. She actually makes the argument from the other side,
right,
assuming an Obama win.
These liberals want complete control of government in a time of crisis. All branches of government. No checks and balances, no debate, no independence. That's the truth behind Kay Hagan. If she wins, they get a blank check.
So what you're also seeing a bit of here, George Will, is Republican Senate candidates starting to take care of themselves.
That's right. It's every man for himself and woman for herself at this point, because I think they think the race is over, and they're playing to the center-right component of this country, which says too much government is too much.
And it worked in 1996.
Yeah.
If you recall, at the end of 1996, when it was clear that Bob Dole was going down, of
course, he was down by far more than John McCain. Even.
But the Republicans in Congress did, in the end game, make this argument, and it helped them.
But George, forgive me, or don't forgive me, I didn't make myself clear, I think. I think the divided government argument will play no real part in this campaign, no real part in the next 9 to 10 days. The other arguments for Obama and against McCain that are out there that seem to be energizing the independents in the middle, that's what I meant. They'll elect the next president, not the Republican base or the Democratic base.
So which one would you choose if you were McCain?
I don't think at this point it matters. Forgive me. I'm not going to call this election. We'll wait to see what the votes are on election. But I think probably when it's all said and done, without Sarah Palin, without grandstanding in Washington, without mistakes, give John McCain an almost perfect campaign. When we went over the cliff economically, he was going to lose this election.
Right.
But the need for Senator McCain to rally the base and appeal to the base, first of all, even though the base is, as you said in the earlier segment, much smaller than it was then, was implicit in the numbers from 2006. In 2006, Republican candidates in the off-year elections got more votes from evangelical Christians than Democratic candidates got from African Americans and labor union members combined. Evangelical Christians by
2006 for this year with this economic disaster and with the two different men.
I'm just telling you that base is not just the base, it is almost the Republican Party.
Well, that's true, and as you pointed out earlier, the number of Republicans has gone down. But, you know, it's interesting, and we've been keeping daily tracking polls at ABC, and in one of them we asked the question of concern about the economy. Everybody's concerned about the economy. Very concerned about the economy. 44% of the people said they were very concerned about the economy. That's the group of people who are giving Obama this election. Because the rest, everybody else, McCain was
But
ahead.
it is a huge group of people right now
Right.
because we've never seen conditions like this
Right.
in modern times. Not only this financial crisis, but 8 straight months of job loss, probably 200,000 jobs lost in October. It's impossible for the incumbent party to overcome that.
Absolutely.